Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be returning to our realistically designed solar system. So if you remember last episode, we made this realistic, hot, sulfuric, sort of acidic world, Venus-y like kind of design, hot desert. So definitely go ahead and check that episode out if you haven't already. It was actually part of our 30,000 live stream celebrations. We actually made this, but I made it into a separate video as well. So definitely go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. And of course, if you missed the first episode where we did the gas giant as well, all the way a few weeks back now. So that was all the way over here in the system. Definitely go ahead and check that episode out as well, because this was a pretty cool design as well. So yeah, definitely go ahead and see those. But yeah, anyways, moving on. So last time we designed this, and I gotta say, went down pretty well. Obviously you guys helped design it. We had got some of the names from you guys as well. We designed two moons to go over it as well. The only changes I've made to it is I had to make the second moon slightly larger because it was losing material, which is getting a bit annoying. Looks like it still is actually, so yeah, I have to make a quick adjustment to this guy before we get onto today's thing. That's a bit annoying it's doing that. I'm not sure why. It should have enough mass at this point. That's a bit annoying. See, it's just constantly losing material. Now it doesn't have any water or anything, so if I give it just a tad bit of hydrogen, maybe that will help. No? Sometimes I heard someone say that sometimes hydrogen can help. Okay, what we're going to do is just going to give it more mass, because that usually is the key. See, look, the radius is it's the radius is fine. It's the mass. Let's double it up. There you go. It's just the mass doing it. 0.0482. Let's just unlock that actually. There we go. Okay, that should be fine now. So 0.1 radius, and it's just got a little more mass to it as well. So that should be okay. Other moon's all fine as well. So that's this moon here. So he's looking good. Excellent. Cool. And then obviously the planet itself, which I'm very pleased with actually. But anyways, moving on to today's episode. So we've got a gas giant, we've got a Venus-like world. So I think next up we need an Earth-like world. We need some sort of habitable world. I want to go for high stats. High 90s for Earth similarity and life likelihood. I want them to be very high stats, so we're going to see what we can do. I'm going to build this planet from scratch as well, so we're not going to have any template or anything. We're literally just going to go over random rocky and just see where it takes us. So first of all, we need to find the habitable zone around this star. So we're around Sirius, aren't we? So random rocky. Let's go with there for now. So it's in the red zone right now. So we've got a generic rock. Okay, it's already decent size as well. That's exactly what we needed, actually. One mass, slightly larger, slightly smaller in radius. But, I mean, that's a perfect size. I mean, that should be easy to turn into what we need now. I just want to make sure the orbit is okay. So before we start customizing, we need to make sure we get the atmosphere correct. But if we're going for an Earth-like, we need to have it perfectly like an Earth. So surface pressure. We will just want a generic 1 ATM. Easy. 1, not 10, 1. There you go. Just straight away, Earth atmosphere is on. Now we just need to ensure that it is at a good distance from the star. Infrared there. Albedo, we're going to lower that just a bit, but that should hopefully be enough to get good temperature. So we're just going to put to 0 degrees straight away. So it's getting cold initially. Now, okay, lower the albedo a bit more. Turn up the infrared a bit. That should hopefully give it the kick it needs. Okay, it should be cooling down a bit. Let's see. No, it's still getting cold, eh? Interesting. Oh, no, it's warming up. Okay, very slowly but surely. Let's just see how high we go, because we can run this simulation at a fairly decent speed. So if that's a perfect area, if we can just get it to around 10 degrees, I mean, that would be ideal. So let's just see where we end up. Just let it do a few rotations. A few, or orbits around the star, I should say. Okay, so it's sitting around 2 degrees. Okay, so maybe we just need a tad more. Just a little bit more into it. So we're just going to buff the albedo, or not the albedo, the infrared just a tad more. That should hopefully give it a little more of a kick. We can lower, obviously, the albedo, make it reflect a little less. Because every percentage makes a real difference. We can see we're warming up a little warmer now, but overall, temperature's looking fairly good. A little cooler than Earth. I mean, yeah, 6. Okay, maybe just a little bit more of a kick. Just lower that albedo a bit more. Let's go 0.20 instead of 0.24. Okay, 8, 9, that's perfect. Okay, and roughly 10 degrees. That's roughly where we want to be sitting. So let's just see how high it goes. I just want to make sure it doesn't go any higher than, say, 15. 11.5? If it's sitting at 11.5, I mean, that's perfect. I think that's roughly where we want to be. Maybe just, I may just give it just a tad bit. We're going to put it to 0.21 albedo, so 21%. You can see it just makes a difference. It does cool it down by almost a whole degree, but that's roughly where I want him. So that's all fine. Now, if we zoom in. So now we can start customizing this boy. So, right. Underneath. So first of all, atmosphere. We're going to lower it. We're just going to turn that off. I like to have a bit of colour. Opacity. We're going to dim that down. Clouds. I'm just going to hide those for now. And atmosphere. So I want to get to the surface itself. So, map-wise, what planets am I thinking here? So, could definitely make something interesting if we use the correct textures here. So I'm thinking, I want to throw a Pluto in, because Pluto can get some quite interesting landscapes. Pluto combined with maybe Callisto, just for a bit of craters. And you get a weird mix between the two here. Let's see. I preferably want the Pluto texture to take priority than the Callisto one. So there you go, there's the Pluto. I want Pluto to be the main sort of face of this. So, okay, let's see how that looks. Now, remember, this is going to be fully Earth-like, so we need to add oceans as well. So we need water. Sweet. Okay, then we need to settle it. Make sure it's all in good place. Okay, so that's not really what we're after, is it? Let's increase it a bit. A little more water. There you go. Gotta have plenty of water. Really? That's not settled. Are we just losing the water? Or is it? Why has it gone to 73 degrees? That doesn't make sense. What is that all about? What? Get out of here. How does that work? We're sitting at a nice 10 and it just goes skyrocketing. How is that? Come on, really? What is that? What is that all about? That's like adding water makes all the difference. Oh my god, that is so weird. Okay, what's our atmosphere stats? Hang on, what is that all about? Albedo's the same, mass is the same. What? Okay, we'll learn the infrared down then. What is that all about? Pull it back to 10 degrees, please. Oh, I don't want to put it to 1,000. God. 10. 16. So it's still warming up. What? That doesn't make sense, man. How does that work? Game, you have some explaining to do there, unfortunately. Right, where's our albedo? Let's just make it reflect a lot more light. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, go back to 10, please. Okay, now it's cooling down. Alright, fine. Lower this a bit more. Let's get it a little more infrared. 10, okay, going up again. Okay, so let's just meet in the middle. 0.4. Still increasing a bit now, a little more. 0.4, 6. 10. I just want you to sit around 10. Can this stop? Okay, okay, that's looking good. Okay, let's just see how that sorts itself out. Now, I want more water, please. Come on. Okay, so the water's sticking on this time. Okay, that's better. So 12.9. Okay, cool. Right, now we're in business. So, the question is, do I want to stick with the Pluto texture? Let's see how this works. So, settle. Just add more water. It feels like we're losing water. I don't know if it's just me. Okay, that's not what we want. Well, we can just lower the sea level, so... Okay, do a bit more. But these settings are a bit glitchy, aren't they? I'm pressing ×2, it's not doing anything. Oh yeah, ×10 works, so doesn't it? Oh, the water, this is so glitchy. Hey! I'm pressing minus and it's going up. What? I just want to pull it so we can see the surface. Come on. Oh my gosh, this has just been... I think the game's been difficult today, isn't it? It's been a hard one to tame. I just want water on the surface. How hard is it to ask? What is going on here? It's definitely not losing material, is it? No, it's staying the same. But what? Okay, now just lower the sea level. Oh, there we go. Okay, right. Increase it a bit more. Okay, is that a bit too much? Settle. Okay, right. How does that look? Now, that could be interesting. I mean, I think we need a bit more, to be honest. Nice big ocean there, a couple of islands. It's got a nice surface. You know, you got the main continent. There's a bigger continent there, more in the south. This is the main area here. I mean, I think that looks fairly good. You got the craters showing up as well, and then Callisto's mixed in there as well with Pluto's surface texture. So, I mean, we can have a little play here, but it does actually make a difference the way we have it appear. As you can see, that's more Pluto-like, that's more Callisto, but you know, we've got kind of a mix between the two there. But I'm thinking somewhere in the middle. That looks good. So, cloud. Okay, let's just get to the customization now. So, vegetation on. That's what it looks like there. But I like to just have it generically looking. I mean, we could have that on, but I like to have a few different colours mixed in. So, we'll go down here to base colour, and we can kind of tell. Oh, it has a bit of a green going on actually. Hey. Let's turn off the habitable zones. That's getting a bit annoying. All right, so there's your main colour there. So have that as a sort of paled out colour. Then high elevation will have as white. Then low elevation will go like a desert yellow, I guess. Oh no, maybe we go sandy yellow on the higher elevation. It's always nice to get a bit more customization in. So there's not really any of the low elevation even showing up. So that's all not visible anywhere. We'll keep that as just a sandy yellow in that case. Right, so it's this colour here we can make a difference with. Could have it as white to represent mountain tops, bit of snow going on there. So the poles are a bit annoying though, they're just weird looking. Also we can change the watercolour a bit as well if we want to have it slightly looking different. I think we will actually, we'll have a more paler blue ocean. It's looking pretty good to me. I mean, so if we just compare it to, so generic water looks more like, oh, hang on, don't do that. So if you go to realistic, so that's the regular watercolour there. So if we just make it maybe just a lighter shade. Something like that. There you go. Yeah! I like how you can sort of see the crater tops as well. That's looking quite cool. Turn this up a bit, maybe get a little more looked at. Yeah. Oh, that does look good actually now we've done that. Cool. I mean, I'd say it looks fairly realistic looking. I mean, I think that looks pretty good. City lights here will make it have to give it some civilization. Go white lights. Yeah, that's looking cool. I'm liking the way this is looking here. Atmosphere. Slightly lighter blue for you. Clouds. How are we looking? Thick and fluffy, huh? I mean, really. I mean, it. Maybe just lower the coverage a bit. Yeah. There you go. And the colour is pretty much perfect. Just going to lower that down a bit. Just a bit more opacity, yeah? Somewhere there. Right, stats. How are we looking? 99 similarity of Earth. 44.7 on the life. Now, we want to try and improve that. Actually, we're going to give this a magnetic field as well, so. How are we looking? I want this on. It's this one, isn't it? We need to turn up. We should see the shield. Where is it? There you go. That's more like it. Bit of magnetic field for protection. Looking good. So that is there. Right. Now we've got plenty of water. Temperature's looking fine. The size of the planet is perfectly fine as well. I'm just going to see that, just ensure that works. It's a bit strange why the life likelihood is so low, especially when it's perfectly shaped. It's got plenty of water, temperature's fine. I mean, it's a good enough place to me. I mean, the similarity is perfect, just the life likelihood is a little lower. Now, it's a bit interesting why that's the case, really, because it's got the oceans, all of that. I mean, I've never really been... never really had any have gone like really high, because you have to spend quite a while getting these quite high from what I understand. But it's definitely doable, but obviously I don't have the magic to do it. I mean, to me that looks perfectly fine the way it is. These north and south poles, man, the way they just they look so weird. I can just turn that off, can't I? Yeah, turn the ice off. That's just annoying to look at. You got the little patch at the bottom, I guess that's better. But overall, I mean, I'm very pleased with the way that's looking actually. I think that looks great. Says we look underneath as well. I mean, I think it looks really, really good. I really like the way that looks. Definitely looks handleable to me. There's the the whiter areas and the stuff. Maybe we just give the green a little more of a buff. Slightly greener, maybe. Maybe a slightly deeper green. I think that looks good to me. Looks great to me. I mean, I really like that. What do you guys think of that? I mean, if you put ice back on, I mean, you get a little poles, I guess. Oh, that really looks really weird. I don't like that. Oh, God. Yeah, we're going to switch that off. That is horrific. It's still got its city lights as well. I guess we'll have those on as if hattable. There you go. But yeah, to me, that looks great. Nice big patch of them. What's our big constant? I want to see if that has some lights going on it. I mean, surely. No? Hang on a minute. We need more lights than that. Come on. It's a randomizer seed. We should have a nice big patch of lights going on. Doesn't seem like it wants to place many in that region though, but got the main lights up the top there. Bit bizarre, isn't it? Oh, there you go. There's a nice bigger patch. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Yeah, that's more like it. Cool. But yeah, still not unsure why, 47%. So let's see, what is it? Let's see. Comparison to Earth. Based on water simplicity index per rotation. Ah, rotation. How is our rotation looking? So it takes 1.49 days. So if I actually just make it really similar to Earth, we're going to go 0.97 days. I want it to be very similar to Earth in that aspect as well. Does that make a difference? 46.7? No, not really. I mean, it helps, I guess. I mean, the radius and mass are perfect. I mean, don't really want to go... I mean, it can't be exactly the same as Earth. So it is a little more massive. But the radius has kind of evened itself out, which is pretty cool. Orbital period 5.11 years. Maybe it's the star in orbit of as well, because obviously it is Sirius, a little more powerful than the sun, isn't it? So there it is a more of a bluer star. But I think either way, I think that's still a very good contender for a nice, attable Earth-like world. And yeah, I mean, I think it looks great. I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But I mean, to me, that looks really good. The Pluto and the Callisto texture, you get the bit of craters, the mountainous regions there, and I think it's a really good looking design. Maybe the watercolour. I mean, I think the paler, lighter blue look really good, to be honest. I mean, maybe just a slight tweak. I mean, I do like that. That's a little too much, but I think it does look good. I kind of want to say I want to tone down the green a bit more, just a darker. I don't like it to be sort of in your face kind of green. I like it to be more paled out. So how does that? I think that looks fairly good, to be honest. I mean, it's always something you can change. It's never perfect for me. It's always something you can just make just slight tweaks. Could always make the change. But I think it's a very nice. I think there's plenty of land, plenty of ocean going on. I mean, I think it looks great. I mean, yeah, clouds, atmosphere, done. So I think we're going to throw a save in as well before we throw all our work down the drain by pressing something we shouldn't. So new Earth-like world there. Now I think we need to add some moons. I think that could be quite good. So got an Earth-like world. I think we need to have a moon as well. Obviously, let's give it a nice blue trail. Yeah, looking good to me. Yeah, I think that looks like a really nice world there. Right, so moons. Now, what sort of moon do I want to have around this? So we got a nice water world. Maybe we could have a... I'm thinking of like a Europa kind of like moon for this. So we have maybe a high albedo reflective moon. So I'm actually going to compare it to Europa here, but I'm going to make it random moon. So decent size. I'm going to put it at a decent distance. I'm going to put it there. Right, I want to actually have this compared to Europa because I want to make sure the albedo is fairly similar. So where is a good old Europa? So there it is. So size-wise, I mean, it's pretty much spot on. So it's a tad tinier than Europa. 0.244 compared to 0.245. Pretty good. But all I want to compare is the albedo, then we'll build the rest. So albedo, where is albedo? 0.64. That's all I needed to know. Thank you, Europa. Right. Albedo, 0.64. So there we go. So similar there. And then texture-wise, I think I'm going to go Enceladus and Europa combined. I think that can be quite an interesting combo. So Enceladus is primary, and then Europa as the secondary. So the two kind of moons known for being frozen with water underneath, kind of mix them together here. So that should be pretty cool. So Enceladus texture, and so no, Europa. There we go. So there's the cracks of Europa, as you can see there. But also you want the Enceladus blended in as well to get a cool combination between the two. Okay, it's not really rotating this guy, is it? So there's Europa's cracks. Looking good. And you can still see the Enceladus texture mixed in there with the cracks of Europa. That's a pretty cool. Yeah, that does look good. Maybe a little more on the cracks. I think that's the perfect mix between the two there, Enceladus. Oh. Just to get it perfect. Little too much Europa. There you go. I think that is the real deal there. I think that is the mix between the two textures. Looking good. Right now. 17 degrees already, huh? It can't be 17. We put the albedo high. Get out of it. Can't. There we go. Cool that down. Right. Obviously underneath it's going to be pretty frozen up. So lots of whites and greys, isn't it? So it's got to be a frozen world. But still got the different mixes of colours in there. And then also we want a deep ocean. Quite a decent. So let's actually compare it to Europa's ocean. So we need Europa's surfaces once more. So there's Europa. Right, so how much ocean does Europa actually contain? So it has quite a decent amount, doesn't it? So it's got 15% is water. So let's put that into comparison. So 15% of this guy. So quite a heavy body of water. So it'll be an ocean world once we start evolving this system. Because remember, we're making this system as just a custom system, but we are going to evolve this from birth to death effectively, because we're building the system at the moment. But we are going to evolve this to death once the system is complete. So that'll be our next birth to death series. So we're kind of making a long build up to this. It's going to be like the realistic birth to death system. So it'll be pretty darn cool. Right. The ocean level's very high. This guy needs to just be completely frozen. So we need to just let time run. It needs to freeze. So we need to slowly watch it freeze. It's going to take a while, isn't it? Freeze up. So it should just freeze naturally, really. Come on. Let's just give it a little boost. Minus 50. Yeah, okay, right. Just freeze. Freeze all. There you go. There you are. There you go. So it's got a mix of Enceladus and Europa combined. Big frozen patch of ocean. And with the two textures combined, you do get quite a cool look. You can see the cracks of Europa mixed in there with Enceladus' smoother kind of looking surface. So it's quite a cool. It's a cool mix. Rotational period. I'm going to lower that down because I do not want it spinning that slowly. But yeah, there you go. So just speaking of the textures, I just want to go back to them actually. So does it actually make a difference when you do it like this? Oh yeah, it does. You can see it does make a bit of a difference. Not much, but you can see. Yeah, it's all under that ocean. It's all under that frozen surface, though, isn't it? So it is all this. If I turn off the water and ice quickly, so water's off, ice off. That's what it looks like underneath. So it's still got the cracks of Europa, but I just want to make sure Enceladus is still in there as well. Oh, it definitely is. It's a cool combo between the two, but you know they're definitely the two that should be combined if you're making something like this. So a little more Enceladus there. It's cool how you can do this. This is such a cool feature. So there's the cracks of Europa. There's the craters of Enceladus. And you got the two combined. So you see the craters and the cracks all together. That is pretty awesome. I'm thinking just a little more white on the surface as well. Where are we? This grey may be a little too Turn it up a bit. Maybe just a very pale blue in there as well, just to represent the water. Sort of light marks of blue. So like extremely pale blues. But I just want to throw them in there just to give it a little more. Then obviously you've got the main base colour. Have that as white to have the reflectiveness. Yeah, that's looking good. Maybe just a few darker patches just to differentiate it as well. It still needs to be quite a very reflexively looking world. I think that's looking good. Just a tiny bit more pale on the blue there. There you go. And then just throw the ice and water back on. So that's all frozen underneath. But I think what I do want to do here is, unlike Europa, I want an atmosphere. So that's the only difference really to Europa, is I want a small set of atmosphere going on here. So we're going to give it a 0.42 ATM. And then we're going to completely unthicken it. That's way too thick. Turn that off. And then I want a pretty white looking atmosphere, really. So a very pale blue, but it is there. And then obviously clouds. I'm going to have a very fluffy, thin and fluffy. We're not going to have many clouds here. But they are there. But yeah, not many. Oh, the cloud's not spinning. That's a bit weird. Oh, we are traveling a couple of minutes. Okay, they are spinning. Is the planet just spinning really fast? Rotation period 1.46 days. Never mind. Okay. There you go. At least it's moving now. Looking good. All right, there you go. So there's your Europa kind of realistic Europa design moon around our Earth-like world there. Oh, that planet looks so good. I really like that. Yeah, give me your feedback in the comments. Any changes we can make. 46.8. That's gone up by 0.1. Yeah. Then you've got your frozen moon there. Looking great. I'm really pleased with that. I think that looks really good, actually. Aussie Basic. It's very similar colour-wise. I am actually going to lower these clouds a bit. Coverage. Lower that coverage. Just very sparse clouds on it. I do not want a lot. Oh, that's it. Rotational period. That's probably why they're not. What if I do positive one day? Oh, there you go. Now it's spinning. Yeah. Some speedy clouds on it. Like fast winds here, maybe. They are pretty fast clouds. Yeah. They do need to be fadey clouds. Yeah. Cool. So that's that pearl white sort of design going on it there. Looking great. And then, obviously, the only colour this can be is definitely white. Now, unlike Earth, I'm going to give this guy maybe a second and a third moon. They're going to be quite basic, though. They're going to be small. So, random small moon. We're going to place it further out than our Europa design. Well, I'm going to place it there. Then the fourth moon, it's got to be... I'm going to go with asteroid. It's got to be an asteroid. It's got to be a collected moon. It's not going to be anything significant. So, I'm going to place one there. Maybe a second asteroid, quite in a similar sort of orbit as well. I'm going to place two there. So, the second of the major moons, as you can see, it's a very small minor moon. I think the texture on it already looks great, actually. I'm not even going to change that. That's already looking pretty good. Pretty beaten up. Some darker patches. I mean, it already looks perfectly fine. I'm going to give it a slight browner colour to it. Very pale brown. But, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's already perfectly where I want it, to be honest. I mean, there's not really many changes I need to make to it. Maybe we'll give it a slight little... Actually, where's Vesta? Let's give it like a Vesta texture, maybe. Yeah, get some craters going. Yeah. There you go. And then the two asteroid moons, I mean, again, they don't need to be anything crazy, but I mean, let's go with maybe... I want to give it maybe... Okay. Does that really make it if I turn that off? Oh, God. Oh, yeah, the asteroids are weird, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, they're so strange. But yeah, a pretty cratered moon, pretty beaten up. Remember, these are just asteroids; they do not need a lot of customization. Darker asteroid there, and then this guy as well. Obviously similar. I'm going to give it just a tad bend on its orbit. Give it slightly different to its sister asteroid. And then with you, again, I'm going to give you... Let's try Mars. How does a Mars texture look? On an asteroid. To be honest, I like the craters, actually. It does look really good. Whoa, Mars's texture does look very strange. Let's have this guy spinning quite fast as well. 100 days? Get out of here. 0.2 spinny asteroid. There you go. Give it a tilt as well. Oh, yeah, look at the Mars ravine on that. That's really good. Yeah. Let's flip it upside down as well. Captured asteroid. Retrograde spin as well, maybe. Yeah. Oh, that looks so... Look at the volcanoes of Mars's texture. What the hell? Oh my god. Maybe more circular. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. Very, very strange. I'm going to stick with that one, actually. Maybe I'm actually going to combine this. I'm actually going to merge this with another tech. Let's try something crater lapse. Let's try Mercury. So even the asteroids, we're going with some detailing. Does that make any... Doesn't really make a difference, does it? Oh, no, there's craters there. You can see Mercury's crater. Yeah. Alright, okay. Oh my god, that's a huge crater there. That black one there. What is that all about? So a very strange, like, dark spot almost. Look at that. A huge crater there. It's this, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, we're going to keep that as dark. A mysterious black crater. Very strange. So we're going to have that there. And then with you... I mean, this one's already designed, isn't it? Yeah. So there's 2 asteroids to go with it. So you've got Earth-like world, frozen Europa major moon, and you've got these minor moons out here as well. Just to add a little more to it. So there you go. But yeah, that's obviously the main attraction, the main moon. Clears all the other moons as orbits a bit, and then you got Earth-like in the middle. 15.3 degrees, maybe a little too warm. We're going to give it a tiny albedo increase. 0.4, I'm going to go 4.8. So that should give it, just kick it back down to 10 degrees. Hopefully. Oh, yeah, you can see the orbits are a little... Ooh, the orbits. See, that Europa moon does have quite a significant mass amount, so it will destabilize those asteroid moons. But in theory, it should stay stable. I want to say it should stay stable the way it is. The asteroid moons should be able to hold on, because they don't have a load of mass to pounce around, so they should be okay. I mean, it maybe give... Do I make this guy slightly closer to parent planet? If I do it, it will upset it more so much. You're going to increase it, maybe. And increase you a bit as well. Just a little more. Don't know if that will destabilize things. We're going to have to come back to that to see if that holds on. But I want to say that should be okay. I think there's not too much mass in there other than the major moons. As long as the second moon holds on, I think the other 2 should be okay. So it's a little wobbly, but you know, the first 2 moons are looking fairly stable. The outer 2 are just wobbling a bit, but again, they still look like they should be fine because they're not having any interactions with the moon directly, like a really close interaction. They're at a decent distance from the second moon, so they should be. I want to say they should be all right. So let's actually just get a view. So this is one of the, obviously this is the first of the 2 outer moons. So you can see parent planet. Where's dominant moon? There he is. Let's just play from this guy's view. So you can see it there. There it is. It's there. So let's just get a little surface. Just get a little. Look how ruined this surface is. So where's our? So you look in the sky and you see those guys there. So it's a fairly distant view actually. Actually, where's our? So this moon will probably be better to get a view from. It's the second of the moons. So this guy's only 245 kilometers, so it's about the size of Mimas. Where are we? There's a star. Where's our parent planet? Oi, parent planet. Where are they? Oi. Labels? Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's there. If you look carefully, you can just see him in the city lights. So, oh my god! Whoa! There he is. Try and keep the camera following it. Oh, there he goes. So he sets. He's down there. Then he rises again. There's a better view. Cool view, actually. There you go. So you got both. There's the other major moon as well. Looking good. But these are quite. This is quite a distance from the parent. Oh, it's smoking. Oh, what's that? Oh. No. Why? Don't do that. Oh, material's getting blown everywhere. See, why is that? That's really annoying. It's such a minor object. Come on, you shouldn't be smoking. It's because of Sirius. I'm sure it's because of Sirius. It's 19 degrees. I think it's because it's too hot. Let's just... I'm going to make the sky cold. I'm going to reflect a lot of light. I'm going to make the sky very reflective. Let's put it to minus 19. That should stop it from... That should stop it. It's because it was too warm. With a star like that, it does start to vaporize. So a little colder temperature like that should keep it at bay. Okay, no, it doesn't. Oh, what is that? Come on. Put another 0 in there. Minus 109. Does that stop it? Hoping that this... looks like it stops, yeah. Yeah? Okay, I think we're alright. Okay. Whew. 14.6 here. I think we just need more time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a save. I just want to make sure this is perfectly stable before we finish up. So... Or at least so it runs properly. So I want to increase the speed. I want to make sure the sim spins fast. So... Let's let it go. Right, let's see how this runs at highest pace. So there you go. Yeah, the moons look fairly... Yeah, the moon should be okay. High speed. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, 13. So it's cooling down like we wanted it to. The moons are fine. So taking our gas giant there. So 3 objects so far. 12.5. Oh, look, there you go. The snow cover. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, that's looking good. A little more. Yeah, that looks good. Very pleased with the way that's turned up. Keep an eye on that Earth stat as well. Look, it's going up and down. Very pleased with the way that is. Yeah, so if anyone wants to name these objects, let me know in the comments. Because I think someone named the gas giant one, so we need to go back and do that at some point as well. But, yeah, whoever made the comment on the gas giant video, post them again in this video and then we can add them in the next episode. I'll see if I can find them from the gas giant video if they don't comment on this. But yeah, just to make it easier for me, just if you want to comment them again, go for it, and then we'll make the name changes next episode. But yeah, there we are. And also suggest what object do you want me to add next episode. So we've got one regular dominant gas giant, so won't make anything bigger than that. We've got an Earth-like world. I think we're only gonna need one of those, and then we got a hot desert sulfuric acid kind of world there. But we've still got plenty more we can throw in between, and obviously further out as well. We're definitely doing ice giant, but if you guys got any other ideas as well, let me know. And we can definitely include this. We definitely need some planets in between the Venus world and then this Earth-like world here. We could definitely squeeze at least one in there. Probably another one between Earth-like and gas giant, and then we can definitely have more further out as well. We should definitely have like a super Earth, an ice giant, probably a Mars cold desert maybe. I'm thinking some generic rocks like Mercury, Pluto, those sort of generic hot and cold rock kind of worlds. But yeah, let me know what you want to see. Maybe we could have an all-ocean world somewhere in here as well, if you want to see that. Super Earth, maybe that would be a Super Earth as well. Let me know your thoughts and feedback down below. But yeah, guys, with that all said and done, hope you've enjoyed today's episode of making the realistic Earth-like world. Let me know how realistic you think it is. I think I've done quite a decent job there. But yeah, I'll let you guys be the judge of that. But yeah, if that all said and done, guys, make sure you have a great day out there. Stay safe. Make sure you like that video as well. Like this video. Let's see if we can go for 100 likes. Let's go for 100 likes on today's video. And yeah, also subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, like I said, guys, with that all said and done, make sure you have a great day. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.